Hello, how are you doing today? My name is PA and I'm representing a company known as Handle It Handbags. Well, we just before we get started, just like to ask if you take a moment and just give us a little either thumbs up or how about subscribing so that we can come to you automatically just as if we were on a time clock there for you, right? We appreciate it because we love to be seen by you. All right, let me tell you what we do. We discuss handbags, one of a kind, creatively made leather handbags. The bags are named in honor of women of color. So we always give a little bio along with the handbag that we're showing. Today's handbag is representing a sister going by the name of Claudette Colvin. Claudette, before we talk about her, we're going to show you the bag we're naming in honor of Claudette. Look at this wonderful, attractive bag. It's a combination of mud cloth and a biscuit colored leather. This is the front of the bag. This is the back of the bag. Look at the little cowrie shell there. Actually, there is no front and back to this bag. It can be flipped either way. It's just a matter of which way you want to flip it when you're holding it as a shoulder bag. That's basically up to you. The interior of the bag is fully lined, as you would see. And what we've done with this handbag is we've made an interior wallet, like a mini me, to go inside of the bag. The bag is made out of mud cloth, and for so many people, I had no idea that a lot of people didn't understand what mud cloth actually is. Well, mud cloth is actually, it comes from a word called bogolin. And what it is, it's a handmade Milan fabric. It's dyed and fermented with mud. They call it mud cloth. And on the it's a part of a Bambara, I should say, language, and it's spoken in Mali. The Bogolini is a composition of two words: the Bogo meaning earth or mud, the Ayin meaning with, and Fini meaning a cloth, and it translates into mud cloth. That's where that fabulous name comes from. Look at how creatively made it is. It's made in strips because it's so delicate by the creative artist that it has to be done in small pieces. And then the pieces are sewn together. You've seen people probably before with strips around their necks at churches and places like that. And those are just small pieces of it. Sometimes people separate it, but it's always best to support it extra. This has been supported. And we have some cowrie shells on the side of it, which at one time, in case you're not aware of it, cowrie shells were used for money. Exactly. So we'll put that to the side. We're just going to tell you about the sister that it's named in honor of, and her name happens to be Claudette Colvin. You might not know about Claudette, but I'm going to give you a brief write-up on her because we always give a little brief story on it. On September 5th in 1939, she was born. She's a pioneer of the 50s in the civil rights movement, actually, and she's a retired nurse's aide. On March the 2nd in 1955, she was arrested at the age of 15 in Montgomery, Alabama, for refusing to give up her seat to a white woman on a crowded, segregated bus. This occurred 9 months before the Rosa Parks incident. Who was the secretary of the local chapter of the National Association for Advancement of Colored People at that time, the NAACP as we better known today, that would help spark the 1955 Montgomery boycott. Unfortunately, because it was an unmarried teenager who Claudette was at the time who was pregnant. Colvin has said that young people think that Rosa Parks just sat down on the bus and ended segregation, but that wasn't the case at all. Although she was not pregnant at the time the case came up, unfortunately, they dropped her. She was dropped by the civil rights campaigners because it became widely accepted that she was not accredited by the civil rights campaigners at the time due to the notion that when even Rosa Parks sang, if the white pages got a hold of the information, that could have had a field day. They would be calling her a bad girl. So she wouldn't have been accepted by the colored at that time, which we were called, or the white people. No one would believe her, unfortunately, because she was pregnant. But still, 9 months before Rosa Parks, she's the one that started the boycott. situation. But that's another good piece of news we like to tell you. Research it. You'd be surprised who's behind some of the stories that we believe that are a little bit different than what we believe. Again, I just want to show you this attractive shoulder bag named in honor of the sister Claudette. Of course, you know this bag can be found online as most of our other bags. And because this is a mud cloth bag, I want to show you another mud cloth bag we actually have sitting here. This wonderful bag has also been done in a mud cloth and leather. See how versatile mud cloth can actually be? That's another mud cloth. We're showing a different bag here, which is a shoulder bag. This is about shoulder bags today. And we're also showing a bag in a similar color, which is another shoulder bag. Great everyday bag to be carrying. Just like to remind you of other bags that's sitting around waiting for you to come and pick them up. Again, we thank you for enjoying your time, sharing your time, I should say, with us at Handle It Handbags. And please feel free to come and see us again. Thank you and enjoy the remainder of your day. Good day.